Hello and welcome to Buzz News. Here's your news at 4:15. Local charity Clean Jurassic Coast emphasised the importance of keeping our beaches clean. AI Takeover, the BU seminar on the future of AI tech and worries around slashing school budgets in Dorset. BCP Council is discussing potential budget cuts with schools. Jemima Cooper reports.
In 2014, the Children and Families Act became law and introduced a new system of support for children and young people with special educational needs. Local authorities must issue a plan for a child or young person whose needs cannot be met from the expected budget in mainstream schools. G. Robbins tells us more.
It would just be ridiculous if there was cuts, and I don't think that there should be cuts because the children are in this because they need it. They need that support, and if they're not going to get it because there's going to be cuts, then that's not helpful, because you're basically just hindering what could be such a potential child that could, help out the world in ways that we do not even know yet. But if you cut that, you're never going to know.
I'm here at BCP Council Civic Centre, where Jessie Price spoke with elected member Richard Burton from BCP Council about potential school budget cuts and how that would affect SEND services and schools.
At the moment, we have too many students going to privately run specialist schools, which can cost a huge amount of money. Therefore, the whole idea is trying to address that balance so that more pupils are being educated in a mainstream school with support. Some who need to have more specialists go to special schools, which are then run by the local authority or funded by the local authority. The local authority can't provide education for all the complex possible needs that would be there. Therefore, there is some need for very specialist schools who will take on very specialist jobs. However, we've got to redress the balance and get more coming back into the mainstream.
Dorset-based charity Clean Jurassic Coast are fighting for cleaner coastlines. Kitty Nixon reports.
Hi, I'm Kitty Nixon. I'm here at Bournemouth Beach and I'm going to show you the importance of Clean Jurassic Coast. The Jurassic Coast is the only natural World Heritage Site in England. It is also the only place on the planet where evidence from the Triassic, Jurassic and Cretaceous periods of history can be found in one area. Clean Jurassic Coast have their own scavenger list to help you and others clean up our beaches. Oh, there's one down. This is a clear example of why you should clean up after yourself on the beach. Clearly, a group has been here and not cleaned up after themselves, as you can see remnants of cigarettes, lighters, fireworks and also coal. In just a few steps taken and using the scavenger list from Clean Jurassic Coast, we were able to find all this rubbish. So we have a lighter, tinfoil, maybe from a barbecue, some sugar cubes, a fork, a plastic bottle and a driftwood. I'm now going to speak to Rory Beale on the importance of keeping our beaches clean.
The most obvious is safety for other people using the beach. Find lots of leftover barbecues, fishing stuff with hooks and things like that. So anybody bare feet or even people with their dogs can suffer injuries from any debris that's left behind. But also we don't want washing into the sea, where it's going to have a harmful impact on marine life as well in the area. We're effectively, we're putting a sticking plaster on a wound, but we're not curing what's causing that wound.
Keeping our coastlines clean and reducing the use of single-use plastic is the future to a cleaner ocean. Katie Nixon, Buzz News.
An AI discussion took place at Bournemouth University today. Olivia Rourke reports.
A panel of 3 speakers were invited to Bournemouth University today for the Infinity and Beyond discussion on the influence AI will have on businesses. Hosting the event was Matt Desmere, the Business Engagement and Exchange Manager for the Faculty of Media and Communications at the university. Desmere speaks about the interesting use of AI, creating 24/7 news bulletins for the Bournemouth One radio channel.
Artificial intelligence works best, I think, when it augments what we do as people, as humans. And to get it to replace that is kind of an interesting take. I will be watching it with interest to see how it progresses, how much people engage with it, whether or not they're trusting what it says. I mean, there is a social contract between myself and the person that's telling me some information. And if that person isn't really a person, does that social contract exist?
Desmere continues to speak about the concern that people who don't yet know much about AI have, that it will take over their jobs, but he assures that will not happen, not until an uprising, at least. Olivia Warwick, Buzz News.
The Whitecliff
Bournemouth
Gate
Christ
motor vehicle
Church
entrance to Poole
and
Park
Poole
will be
Council
temporarily
are
closed.
trialling a gate closure at Poole Park. Adam Barlow reports.
The Whitecliff Gate motor vehicle entrance to Poole Park will be temporarily closed 24/7 from today. It is an extension to the current closure in place, Monday to Saturday from 7:30 to 10 a.m. The council will also launch a 4-week public consultation regarding a permanent closure. Susan Lennon has launched a petition against the closure.
So far, I checked a few minutes ago, 687 people have signed, and I'm getting messages all the time about the closure, and they don't feel it's right.
Susan's concerns lie more with the local economy than access to the park.
This partial closure could affect businesses in the area. In fact, I know it will affect businesses. And people going in there and parking just for a couple of hours shouldn't be an issue as long as they stick to the rules.
Adam Barlow, Buzz News.
Now time for some sport. Over to Bronwyn Ashley-Jones.
One of Dorset's leading athletes is gearing up for Olympic year. Matt Dunster has been speaking to Melissa Courtney-Bryant from her training camp in Kenya.
Melissa Courtney-Bryant is no stranger to the podium. The long-distance runner claimed her first bronze in 2018 at the Gold Coast Commonwealth Games. Since then, she has claimed another 3 medals and hopes to continue her winning form in the upcoming Olympics.
The primary focus is on the Olympics, so yeah, even if things don't quite happen indoors and I don't make the world indoor team, like that, yeah, that's not my focus. Everything is geared up towards making Paris in that 1500 and hopefully making that Olympic final. But the depth in British women in 1500 is really hard anyway. So first of all, yeah, I've got to show form, do well at British champs to make that. It's like I've missed out on Tokyo through injury. In 2016, I was maybe half a second off. I wasn't quite at that point where I thought I was capable of making it, but I feel like I've been waiting for this moment now. So I'm kind of I really want to, be in that Olympic team. That's the team I haven't made. So, but I want to make sure when I'm there, I'm doing myself justice and actually fighting to make that final.
Eastleigh's FA Cup dreams were shattered as they lost to Newport County 3-1. Aaron Wildig opened the scoring in the 3rd minute to put Newport ahead. Eastleigh levelled the score 3 minutes into the second half through Paul McCallum, but James Clark put the Welsh side back in front. Newport secured themselves the win in the 79th minute. The Spitfires miss out on a blockbuster tie against Manchester United. That's all from sport. Back to you, Hannah.
That's the latest this tea time. We'll be back for more tomorrow. Bye for now.